Samsung Galaxy A07 Review. The art of being just right in a chaotic budget market. By Tech Insight. Global date, January 11th, 2026. The sub-$150 smartphone market is a battlefield. It is a noisy, chaotic arena where manufacturers scream about gaming performance, 100MP cameras, and futuristic design to distract buyers from the inevitable corners they cut to reach that price point. Amidst this noise, Samsung often takes a different approach. They don't usually scream, they whisper. With the release of the Samsung Galaxy A07, the South Korean giant isn't trying to win the spec sheet war against the likes of Infinix or Techno. Instead, they are doubling down on what they do best: consistency. After spending a week with the Galaxy A07 as my primary device, it became clear that this isn't a phone designed to wow you with gimmicks. It is designed to work and to keep working long after its flashier competitors have started to stutter. Here is why the Galaxy A07 might just be the most sensible purchase of 2026 for the budget-conscious consumer. Design: unapologetically plastic, surprisingly ergonomic. Let's address the elephant in the room. The Galaxy A07 is made of plastic. Samsung isn't trying to hide it with faux glass finishes that scratch if you look at them wrong. The back panel features a micro-textured wire pattern that feels rugged to the touch. This design choice is pragmatic. It rejects fingerprints, offers excellent grip without a case, and feels like it could survive a tumble from a desk, something I wouldn't say about the glossy backs of its rivals. The camera layout follows the floating lens design seen on the flagship S26 series, giving it a family resemblance that looks far more expensive than it is. Samsung has finally moved the fingerprint scanner to the power button, side-mounted, retiring the slow software-based face unlock of previous generations. It's snappy, reliable, and perfectly placed for the thumb. Display: the 90Hz game changer. For years, the entry-level Galaxy A0 series was plagued by 60Hz screens that made even powerful chips feel slow. The Galaxy A07 finally fixes this legacy issue. The 6.7-inch PLS LCD panel now sports a 90Hz refresh rate. While 90Hz might sound standard in 2026 on a budget Samsung, it is transformative. The One UI animations, which used to stutter on the A05, now glide. Scrolling through web pages or social media feeds feels fluid. However, a compromise remains. The resolution is still HD+, 720p. If you look closely at text, you will see some jagged edges. But Samsung's PLS technology saves the day with superior color accuracy and brightness compared to the cheap IPS panels found in competitors. Unless you are a pixel peeper, the trade-off for better battery life, due to lower resolution, is likely worth it. Performance: the G99 redemption. The biggest leap forward is inside. Samsung has ditched the aging Helio G85 platform and equipped the A07 with the MediaTek Helio G99. In the world of 4G chipsets, the G99 is legendary. Built on a highly efficient 6nm process, it offers a balance of thermal management and raw power that was previously impossible at this price point. Day-to-day tasks, launching WhatsApp, Maps, and Chrome is nearly instant. Gaming: I tested Call of Duty Mobile and Mobile Legends. Both ran flawlessly at medium to high settings with high frame rates. The phone barely got warm, a testament to the chip's efficiency. Paired with 4GB or 6GB of RAM and the Virtual RAM Plus feature, the A07 sheds the sluggish reputation of its predecessors. It finally feels like a modern smartphone capable of keeping up with the speed of life in 2026. Camera: quality over quantity. The camera module reads simply: a 50MP primary sensor and a 2MP depth sensor. There is no low-quality ultra-wide and no useless macro lens just to pad the spec sheet. Samsung's strategy here is correct. By focusing the budget on one good main sensor, the results are surprisingly competent. In daylight, images are sharp with that signature Samsung color pop. Greens and blues are slightly saturated, making photos Instagram-ready straight out of the camera. HDR processing is excellent. managing to save details in bright skies that would usually be blown out on a budget phone. Low-light performance is where the A07 separates itself from the generic competition. The night mode takes a second or two to process, but the result is a photo with reduced noise and usable exposure. It won't beat a flagship, but it captures memories clearly where others capture a blurry mess. Video recording is capped at 1080p 30 frames per second. It's standard fare, but the lack of electronic stabilization, EIS, means you'll need a steady hand. Software, the One UI advantage. Hardware is only half the story. The reason you buy a Samsung A07 over a slightly higher spec competitor is One UI Core. Based on Android 15, the software experience is polished. Unlike many budget phones that come preloaded with sketchy ads in the system apps or confusing menus, One UI is clean and logical. Samsung's commitment to updates, promising 2 major Android OS upgrades and 4 years of security patches, is unheard of in this price bracket. This means your A07 will still be secure and relevant in 2029, maximizing the value of your purchase. Battery life, the two-day warrior. The combination of a 720p screen, the efficient Helio G99 chip, and a 5,000 mAh battery results in phenomenal endurance. In my testing, the Galaxy A07 is a true two-day phone for the average user. Even with heavy navigation and social media use, I struggled to kill the battery in a single day. It reliably ended a 16-hour day with 35 to 40% remaining. The downside? Charging speed. The 25W charging support is an improvement, but with the adapter likely missing from the box, depending on your region, you might be stuck with an old charger. Even with a 25W brick, expect a full charge to take nearly an hour and a half. The verdict? The Samsung Galaxy A07 is not the fastest phone you can buy for the money. It doesn't have the highest resolution screen, nor does it have the fastest charging speed. If you judge it solely by a spreadsheet of numbers, it loses. But smartphones aren't spreadsheets. The Galaxy A07 wins on the intangibles: reliability, software stability, brand support, and a consistent camera experience. It is the Honda Civic of smartphones. It may not turn heads at a car show, but it will get you to work every single day without fail for the next 5 years. For students, gig economy workers, drivers/delivery, or anyone needing a secondary business phone, the Galaxy A07 is no longer just a cheap option. It is finally a good option. Pros. Outstanding battery life, real 2-day usage. Helio G99 offers excellent performance stability. 90 Hz refresh rate makes the UI feel premium. Long-term software support for years security. Cons. Charging is slow, 25W, compared to rivals. The charger is often sold separately. Screen resolution is only 720p. Thick bezels and water drop notch feel dated. Score. 4 out of 5. The king of reliability returns.